ṣé kìí ṣe pé ìkọ́ burúkú fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀?
Lórúkọ ní gbogbo kàtìkàtì tó ń sọ.
Welcome to another episode of Movie Review, the top show where we talk about any kind of movie from anywhere in the world, Hollywood, Bollywood, Nollywood, and we're doing Nollywood today. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, I'm your host, Patrick, and today we're taking a look at Suki, which is an action-packed movie. I love it when Nollywood does this. A revenge arc type movie that encompasses boxing, that encompasses family, and basically encompasses deep sense of revenge. Without any further ado, let's review this movie.
Man, we no fit keep him word. Very dangerous man.
I would say the cinematography here is very gritty, and I love that. I love that it's gritty. You know, Nollywood, I feel like we've kind of like had this reputation for a very long time of being very fixated on romantic stories. Kind of like how Bollywood had that reputation from like, you know, the mid-2000s, yeah. When you watch a Bollywood movie, you know that's going to be a romantic story. I think Nollywood had that vibe, but we're beginning to show flexibility and diversity. We're beginning to show that we can take on complex and very serious stories. And this is a serious story, and you feel that in the cinematography. It's gritty. You feel it in the colors. You feel it in the effects, in the makeup that's done, where the way the characters look, they look like there's a viciousness to the way some of these characters look. Again, this majority of this movie is being shot in prison and in prison settings, and that's a gritty environment. There's nothing nice going on there. And these are some of the grittiest individuals you can ever find. So yeah, you see that in the cinematography, you see that in the edits, you see that in the scores, you see it in the sets, you see it in the makeup and costumes. Everything was playing to the tune of the gritty storyline. I also love the fact that there was nothing tacky in the special effects. We're dealing with boxing, sometimes bare knuckle boxing, and it wasn't tacky at all. You know, if someone was bleeding, it looked realistic. If someone got seriously injured, it looked realistic. There was nothing that made you roll your eyes and say, oh, here we go again. So I love that. I love it when we show that efficiency in Hollywood movies. I think that Suki got a cinematography on point.
Suki, ọmọ Adigun.
Ǹjẹ́ o ti gbọ́ nípa ẹgbẹ́ àjẹrí olórí wọn rẹ̀? Ọmọkùnrin kan sáré sásìkò ìgbà náà.
Dúró síbi tó wà rẹ̀.
Nínú ọgbà ẹ̀wọ̀n ló wà.
So, James Damilare as Suki. I'm sorry, bro. I wasn't aware. I was not brought up to speed with your game. That performance was pretty something. That was a really good performance. I don't really know his filmography like that, but this was like someone watching this guy perform for the first time. This was a solid performance. I think that he embodies that dark, vengeful character. Because the thing is, when you're playing a character that's vengeful, it's not just in the motive of what the character wants, it's in how the character acts, how he carries himself on the day-to-day. And he has that very dark cloud over his head. You just know this is the type of guy who, if he walked into a room, if he walked into a party, the mood immediately shifts. It's like no one is having fun anymore because there's a bit of a dark energy in here. He carried that so well. The facial expressions, it was super good. Also, the kind of character that he had to play here, he had to be fit, and he was fit. He took on that boxer role pretty well. Of course, shout out to Toby Bakri, who was also in this movie. Again, just the perfect cast for that kind of role. And even though he wasn't, you don't see too much of him, he doesn't stay for too long, but the significance of his character and the way he performs that character, it just makes the movie so much, because that movie doesn't have the depth that it does without what Toby Bakri's character endures and goes through. It doesn't set Suki on his path, his war path for vengeance. So super great performances by both actors. It was incredible. Scenes, again, you watch this movie, it is gritty. You know, it's not butterflies and sunshine going on in here. This is a serious movie about serious things. We've got political themes in here. We've got criminal themes in here. We've got prison. Like, it's just a lot of grittiness. And the scenes where they have those action sequences left me super impressed. I loved them. Like, super gritty action sequences. You just like, you get drawn into it. You feel the jeopardy of what could happen and the potential losses that could come about. So yeah, I feel like those scenes really did it for me. I don't see you coming up with any scenes that would top those ones.
Ní kòpẹ́kòpẹ́ tó ti dé, ó ti ń sáré ṣalábàápàdé ìjà Dambe.
This is a pro-heavy movie. Like, it's pro after pro after pro here. I mean, the cinematography checks out really good. The edits check out really good. The story, I'll talk about the story in a bit. But like overall, technically, what they do here in terms of the acting, what they do in terms of the special effects, in terms of the set, in terms of the costumes, it's flawless. There's nothing you can fault in any of those technical areas. As for the story though, this is unlike any Nollywood story you've probably seen before. We've seen some iterations of something in this genre, but this kind of story, in this like a prison story with that vengeful plot, I've not seen something like that before, and I'm super thrilled that I got to see that. And I need more of it, please, Nollywood. We need more of these stories, right? I mean, it can't always be catering to the people who love their romantic comedies. I get that they make a massive part of the audience, but I mean, there's some of us who want to watch some things with some serious action going on. So this kind of movie, please churn them out as much as possible. I loved it. A lot of people do. It's a pro-heavy movie, and on that note, I don't have any cons. There's no cons for this movie, unless you're, squeamish. So yeah.
Mo fẹ́ máa lọ. Onígbẹ́. Ẹ wò. Àdúrà mi láti kúrò níbi báyìí ó gbà. Kí wá láǹfààní ìrun tí mò ń kí.
Mo fẹ́ kẹ́ kọ́ mi bó ṣe ń jà.
Ó dàbọ̀ dẹni ìyá ẹ̀.
Ṣé ìwọ wá fẹ́ kú ni?
I think you should absolutely see Suki. I think it's just got everything. It's got great acting performances, technically really well done, and it's a story unlike any story I think you've probably seen from a Nollywood movie before. So yes, leave everything you're doing, have a great time, watch Suki, and when you feel grateful that you did, you come over here and you give me your appreciation. And with that said, I'll catch you all in the next episode.
Ọ̀yá, ẹja, bẹ̀rẹ̀!